Hello and welcome back again to our channel, Tutoring Made Easy. In today's video, we are being asked whether we can actually solve this problem on the screen. And as we can see, we have 1 over 4x, or 1x divided by 4 is equal to 3 over 8. So we have 1x here divided by this 4 is equal to 3 over 8. Right? So that's what we have so far. And we're being asked whether we can actually be able to solve this. The interesting thing is that if care is not taken, we can end up getting it wrong. So that's why we have to be very, very careful. Now, it might look very simple to others, but in major algebra problems or questions, you might be solving your problem and then you might get to this step and might not know what to do, right? And that's why this video is here, to be able to help, right? So the first thing we're going to ask ourselves is, what is familiar on the screen? What can we see that is very familiar to us? We can see fractions. If I don't know whether you can see that, but on the left hand side here, we have a fraction here, 1 over 4. And then on there's the left hand side, and then on the right hand side as well, there's also a fraction here. So we have a fraction here and also another fraction there. The question we need to ask, we need to be careful with, is that we have only one fraction on one side and another single fraction on the other. And another observation is that there is an equal to sign that is separating these two. An equal to sign that is separating these two. So the moment we have something similar like this, anywhere we meet this, where you have you have one fraction on one side or left hand side, you have another fraction on the right hand side, and there's an equal to sign in between them, what we're going to use what we call cross multiplication. We're going to use what we call cross multiplication. Yes. Or simply put, we are actually going to cross multiply. We're going to cross multiply. That's all we're going to do. We're going to cross multiply. And what do we mean by cross multiply? What we mean by cross multiply is that here, this 8 here is going to multiply that. All right. So that means we're going to have something like 1x multiplying 8 on one side. Then we bring our equal to sign, and then also this 4 here is also going to multiply this 3. So that's going to give us 4 multiplied by 3. 4 multiplied by 3. And as you can see, from this particular step, we have 1x times 8 equal to 4 times 3. I don't know whether you can be able to see that. And if you can see that, we can be able to tell that here, this 1x times 8 is actually going to give us 8x. We're going to introduce our equal to sign. And then this side here, which is 4 times 3, gives us the usual 12. And then from this step, it is evidently clear that we are actually going to divide both sides by 8. So we have 8x, which is equal to 12. We divide here by 8. Now remember, whatever you do to the one side or the left-hand side, you have to do the same thing to the right-hand side. So since we're dividing 8 on the left-hand side so we can have our x and solve it, we're going to divide the right-hand side as well by 8. And when we do that, this 8 goes here 1, goes there 1. And we look at this 8, what the common factor between 12 and 8 is 4. So we can say that 4 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 8. The same 4 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 2. So we can actually see that our x is actually 3 over 2, or 1 whole number 1 over 2. 1 whole number 1 over 2. Now, the reason why we have two numbers is that this is an improper fraction and this is a mixed fraction. And sometimes when you solve your problems, your answer choices can either be in an improper fraction manner or a mixed fraction. Now, how do we get the 1 whole number 1 over 2? If you look at the denominator 2 here, We're going to ask ourselves a question: what number can we multiply by this 2 such that is closer to 3? If we take 2 and we multiply by 2, we're going to get 4, which is more than the 3. We don't want that. We want something closer to that. So the number we have to multiply by 2 is actually 1. So 1 multiplied by 2 is what will give us the 3. And that 1 is what we wrote here. Now, if that's going to give you, if that's giving us 2, then there's a remainder of 1 to give us the 3 here. So that's how you have 1 here. And we divide it by this denominator 2 here. I hope this helps. Thank you. And please subscribe.